Welcome back to the Butterfly Empire. It is me, your Butterfly Queen. Today we are covering the unsolved murder case of Oklahoma Girl Scout murders. Happened in 1977 to Lori Farmer, Michelle Guse, and Doris Milner. Let's get this party started. Okay, in the late spring of 1977, three young Lady Scouts, Lori, Michelle, and Doris, were severally attacked and killed on their absolute first night at Camp Scott in Mays County, Oklahoma. See, that is why I don't go to camp. I went one time when I was a child. It was not well. Only hours after they killed, an instructor found the girls' battered bodies stuffed in their hiking beds. Hiking beds? That's what we're calling them. And unloaded not a long way from the cookie trail. Hiking beds, I'm gonna go with sleeping bags. Okay, let's just do that. The principal street into the girls' Scout camp. Many years after the fact, Oklahomans and individuals from one side of the planet to the other are interested by insights concerning the Oklahoma Girl Scout murders. Many years after the fact, Oklahomans and individuals from one side of the planet to the other concern the Oklahoma Girl Scout murders. Numerous individuals, including pastors and indicated hoodlums, have reached law requirement in the media to give the names of the individuals they accept executed the girls. While a few groups think they know precisely who slaughtered the Oklahoma Girl Scouts, nobody has at the point been indicted for the wrongdoings. The perplexing Girl Scout murders stay a portion of the state's most unsettling strange cases. Three young girls were assaulted and murdered. June 13, 1977, Lori, who was 8, Michelle, 9, and Doris, age 10, showed up for Girl Scout camp at Camp Scott in Mays County, Oklahoma. That evening around 6 p.m., the three girls who had met interestingly before the day earlier looked for cover from a rainstorm in a tent, which is number 8. The next morning around 6 a.m., an advocate found the dead collectives of Farmer, Gus, and Milner. Each of the three girls had been explicitly attacked and gravely beaten. While Farmer and Gus had been clubbed to death, Milner had been executed through strangulation. Two of the girls had been assaulted, while others had been sodomized. After the Girl Scouts were killed, their cadavers were pushed into hiking beds and left on the path roughly 150 yards from the tent the three started in. A counselor was warned about the killings before they happened. Strange, huh? In April, 2 months before Farmer, Gus, and Milner were killed, an instructor course had held at Camp Scott. In many cases, the end of the week finished rashly when an advisor's lounge was scorned. An upsetting note was found in an unfilled box of donuts. The transcript noted, cautioned, "We are set for an execution of three girls in tent 1. Someone had additionally made a representation of a man, which they dangled from a tree by its neck. While both were represented in the note were weird and disturbing, the letter additionally referred Martians. The camp head excused the whole arrangement of occasions as a boring trick. An escaped convict was arrested for the murders. At the point when Farmer, Gus, and Milner were killed at Camp Scott, a prisoner escaped. Jean Leroy Hart was totally free in Mays County, Oklahoma. Hart had been sentenced for abducting two pregnant ladies and assaulting one of the hopeful moms. He had gotten away from the police care in 1973, 4 years before the three Girl Scouts were killed. After the girls were murdered, law implemented promptly speculated Hart and led a monstrous pursuit of the space, incapacitating Camp Scott with an end goal to catch him. Around 10 months after the girls were killed, a tip drove police to a lodge in Cherokee County. There, Hart was captured on April 6, 1978. Hart was pursued for the murders of the Girl Scouts, yet a jury saw him not as a liability. In any case, he got back to jail for his unique wrongdoings. where he kicked the bucket of a respiratory failure on June 4th, 1979. Then they think a woman had been involved with the killings. In 2008, DNA tests were performed on organic proof gathered from the pillowcase found at the Camp Scott crime location, uncovering a fractional female DNA. Specialists decided the female DNA profile did not come from two of the homicide casualties, despite the fact that they couldn't and decidedly reject the third girl as a wellspring of organic proof. While the example recorrupted from the pillowcase may have been a place with one of the homicide casualties, it's inconceivable it came from a lady who may have been available at the hour of the killing. One of the casualties' moms, Sherry Former, told the paper, "I generally felt in my gut that there was a girl present. Given the DNA results, you need to contemplate whether it wasn't likewise a female who participated in the murders." The camp was shut down after the murders. The day after Farmer, Guse, and Milner were killed, the Camp Scott was cleared and closed down. The camp, which opened in 1928, stays shut down right up till today. However, the site is often visited by phantom trackers and paranormal lovers. They guarantee the region is spooked by three girls. During the 1980s, the Girl Scouts sold the camp, yet the new proprietors seem to have done close to nothing in the event of anything with the property. An outdoor table, a stone chimney, and various wood tents. Stages stay at the site, in spite of the fact that they've been eaten up by the weeds and other vegetation. The murders have never been solved. Nobody has been sentenced for executing them. Numerous individuals are sure that Jean Leroy Hart really killed the girls, in spite of the jury seeing him not as blameworthy. Yet the casualty folks accept equally wasn't accomplished for the girls. As indicated by the moms of the portion of the people in the question, one reason Hart has not a liability of the murders was the grounds that he was previous second school football star in Cherokee. As per Betty Milner, Denise Miller's mom, after Hart was absolved, individuals cheered and celebrated. Well, that's another one of our short stories, the unsolved murder case of Oklahoma Girl Scout murders. But make sure y'all follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Those are always lovely. And it is the Butterfly Empire podcast. But I also am thinking this week coming up, thinking about doing a paranormal story all this week on the day. Like Monday through Sunday. I'm thinking about, people being killed or house hauntings and all that stuff that they weren't caught and they think that that's paranormal. I haven't decided what I'm going to call it yet, but I'll let you guys know by Monday, of course, what it's called. So stay tuned for spooky, spectacular, scary stories. I don't know. I might call it Campfire. Campfire stories? No. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But thanks for listening. Have a wonderful day.